Hello. All right, I felt a strong urge to kind of talk to you again about depression, and I'll be talking about this subject quite a bit because it's a it's a hugely critical kind of topic at the world at the moment, in the world. Now I've got the reverse camera on, so I'm kind of looking at the screen and not looking at the lens. So if you're wondering why I'm not looking in you in the eye, apologize. All right, so it's our responsibility. It's your responsibility. Don't be blaming your depression on somebody else, on a circumstance or something that's happening. And this is all from my experience, of course. You've got to take full responsibility for it. All it is it's how you're making yourself feel about yourself. Don't turn it into this kind of thing that's possessing you. It will kind of build up. The chemical imbalance in your body will change over time and, make it more difficult to rise out of it. But some of the beginning steps are see it for what it is. Your thoughts about yourself, your thoughts about situations, ongoing repetitive thoughts that you've had maybe for a lifetime. See them, take responsibility for them, see the absolute truth of the matter. How are you making yourself feel at any given moment? What is your response for what's happening? Watch closely how you think about things and, start to see, and thereby you will dissolve or begin to dissolve those old patterns, those old thoughts about yourself, how you feel about yourself. And seeing the truth of this, you can begin to set yourself free. If you see it as this thing that's just out of your control, it's controlled by someone else, it's something that's happening to you, you're making it happen to yourself. Now, this is a big call, and it takes a lot of bravery to be that honest with yourself. Being super honest about this situation. But you've got to, you've got to do it. That is the starting point of freedom from the tyranny of your own mind. And I've been through this, and it's been a very, very long journey, and this is what I've discovered. Step one, take responsibility. See the truth of the matter. You are causing all of it. I'm really sorry. It's brilliant to blame it on things. This has happened. Oh, this happened to me. Oh, but this, and they're doing that, and they're doing this. You're doing it to yourself. People do whatever they do. Might make your life situation a little bit more challenging, but have you ever wondered why some people, these challenging things happen to them? And they're cool, they're fine, they go, okay, this challenging thing's happening, I'm gonna do this. And you go, why aren't I one of those people? The only difference is what you're thinking about it. You're going over it in your head, this is happening, and because this is happening, you're overanalyzing, you're going, this always happens to me, this is and you'd completely dispower yourself, you cut your legs off, so you have no control to even address or handle the situation. but you're doing it. No one else is doing it. You know, you got to understand this. Just got to swap hands. You know, I'm feeling quite passionate about this morning. It's kind of it's come in quite strong. I wasn't going to do a video. I had no intention of doing one. I am like way behind with my yoga practice this morning. But that was the main point I just wanted to get across. And look, I'm going to go over this in different details and again until hopefully you get it. The penny drops. You know, this can potentially set you free. I'm doing this to myself. You know, you want to be your best friend. You want to, if you can get yourself to a place where you begin to like yourself enough to want to be your friend. My hand's shaking because I'm usually using my hands when I speak and I'm holding the phone with the other hand. So apologies. So yeah, if you can find a way to be your friend, start wanting to help yourself and understand that it's you, it's your mind, it's the way you've been thinking, it's the way you've programmed your mind over many years, perhaps from childhood, and it's been so normal. It's been so, and this is what I experienced, this way of thinking. I had a very negative mindset. I just developed it over the years. I had a very depressive mindset. I would get down on myself, beat myself up. It was the norm. It didn't take much to kind of spark it off. If you're someone who gets sick a lot, if you're getting sick a lot, I mean, it's a cycle, because the feelings of being depressed, you get low, your body vibration is low, it has less defense, your immunity, your body's kind of under attack from itself, from those negative thought patterns. So it gets low, it's more likely to get sick and develop disease. So, you get sick because of this, and then you get down and depressed because the sickness is happening. And this perpetuates itself, and of course it's very hard to be up and higher vibration and, more positive about life in general when you're feeling terrible. So again, if you are in that situation, the beginning stage is acceptance. Complete surrender, acceptance to what is. Then you've got a chance. See it as it is, accept it, no matter how hard it is. Be very brave, accept it, and go, okay. And then begin the process, retraining your mind, watching your thoughts, doing little things to help yourself. It's ironic really that most people won't do this incredibly important practice that's needed until they are really sick, because that forces them to stop. They have to stop. They've got no choice. They're like, oh, I'm really, really sick now, possibly dying. Now I'll do something. Great, at least you're doing it then. And some people have to get to that stage, which is really sad. And look, if you're not at that stage, but you feel like you might be heading in that direction, make a start before it happens. Save yourself from all that suffering. Yeah. Such a funny business. But look, I'm not going to do a really long one this morning. So, main thing, if you're suffering from depression, which apparently a lot of people are these days, it's a big thing. Take responsibility for it first. See the truth of it. You're causing it. You're causing it to yourself. And don't get down about that either, because that's something I did. When I realized I was doing it to myself, I was like, another reason for me to be depressed. I was like, it was a depression on top of the depression. Oh, yeah, oh my God, I'm doing this to myself. Why am I being so hard and, nasty to myself? I should be trying to help myself, but I don't feel like, why? It gave me another layer of kind of depression, but at least I was starting to work it out. Maybe we'll come up with some ideas of how to defend yourself about that, but seeing things clearly, that is just, it's so important, and your mind's so incredibly busy, and it's just a constant flow that you don't even notice that it's that way, because it's just such a normal state. You don't start slowing down and seeing things with a bit more clarity. And that's the other thing. Depression can be a positive thing. Believe it or not, it can. Because the suffering that you endure during depression, and as it did for me, it can drive, if you survive it, it can drive you very deep. It drives you to look deeper, to question things. Why is this happening? What's wrong with these situations, and why do I keep getting back to this state? A lot of these people who never really walk through the fire, they never face that absolute hopelessness and the darkest, days that you just feel you cannot get through. You don't know. And I've been there. You do not know how you're going to make it through the day. There's a lot of people who avoid that. They feel like they're the lucky ones. And I don't know, maybe they are. But because they avoid it, they make sure they've got a really busy life, stuff to do, lots of friends, lots of activities. Ooh, I'm feeling a little bit sad today. Got to do something, catch up with some friends, do this, do that. Avoidance. Then they never drive deep enough. They never get to that level of, despair. That's the word. Sit with it. Be brave. Feel it. Feel those feelings of despair. Feel the feelings of sadness and hopelessness. Be strong. They can't hurt you. It's the thoughts about them, the thoughts that come up that hurt you. The other stuff is just feelings, strong, heavy feelings in your body. Feel them. Be brave. Be that kind of warrior. Breathe deeply into them. Cry, break down. Do whatever you need to do. And that is the processing point. If you go on the avoidance and you avoid and you're scared of those feelings, you can never kind of rise above them. You can never dissolve them to be who you always wanted to be. You spend your whole life as this two-dimensional character being busy avoiding the really powerful things in life. Buying this, buying that, seeing that person, going on this holiday. Oh, this relationship, now it's not working so well, so I'll get another one because I want to feel better quickly. Oh, I don't want that feeling. Some of the most incredible people on this planet, the most powerful people, the most exceptional people that are highly respected, they make a difference in this world. The vast majority of them, you'll find, have suffered in incredible despair, moments of maybe depression. They have seen it, they've felt it, they've got through it, they've worked, they've delved deeper, and then they feel compelled to they can be that powerful entity in this world of change, rather than just this consumer or this person who socializes a lot. That's never feel kind of like you're missing out because you're not one of those people. You're not getting out there. You're not look how happy they appear to be. because they're doing this and they're doing that and they're doing this. Never feel like you're missing out, because a lot of those people just spend their whole lives being this kind of two-dimensional character and never delving to the real depths of what life can be. And often you need to get to that really dark place, and you need to sit in it and rise from that, rise from the ashes kind of thing, and never feel fear about those feelings. If they start to come up again, something's happening, you go, okay, brilliant. A chance for me to sit with these feelings, breathe, dissolve these feelings, and yet another barrier has been released from you. Anyway, there's much more to talk about with this subject, but that's it for now. So see how you go.